Love doesn't always walk in loudly, announcing itself with grand gestures and dramatic confessions. Sometimes it moves slowly, quietly, and carefully, like a heartbeat that you only notice when the world gets silent. Some men don't fall in love loudly. They fall in love in stillness, in tiny moments, in the way they look at you when you're not watching. They don't rush to say, "I like you," or "I want you," because for them, what they feel isn't casual. It's delicate, it's real, and real things deserve patience. There are men who love with their eyes first, then with their silence, and finally with their actions. They don't flirt with every person they meet. They don't play games or chase attention. They fall once but deeply, and when they do, they fear losing what they haven't even had the chance to hold yet. So instead of confessing too soon, they stay close, watching, learning, understanding, and hoping. Maybe you've noticed it too. That one person who doesn't say much, but somehow always shows up. The one who notices the smallest changes in you. The one whose voice changes when he talks to you. The one who looks away quickly the moment your eyes meet, but his heart clearly hesitates before doing so. The one who listens to you even when you're talking about something ordinary, as if every word has meaning. The one who waits for your messages, who remembers your details, who feels your silence louder than your words. He doesn't come close to impress, he comes close to understand. Men like this don't confess their feelings early because they don't want to rush something sacred. They don't want to ruin the friendship, break the comfort, or scare you with intensity, so they hide behind small gestures instead of big declarations. They protect you without claiming you. They care without demanding anything back. They see you without needing to be seen in return. And if you pay attention, you'll realize something beautiful. His love isn't loud, but it is consistent. It isn't dramatic, but it is steady. It may be quiet, but it is sincere. He waits because he wants the moment to be right. He waits because he respects your feelings too, not just his own. He waits because some emotions are too precious to rush, too delicate to push, too meaningful to gamble. So if you've ever had someone in your life who didn't confess love through words, but through time, through presence, through unspoken tenderness, this is for you. This is not just a list of signs. It's a doorway into a heart that feels deeply, loves gently, and waits silently, hoping that someday the right moment will arrive, and the feelings will finally speak, not in whispers, but in truth. He watches you, more than he speaks. Sometimes love isn't loud, it's quiet, steady, and deeply observant. When a man is waiting for the right time to express his feelings, he doesn't always speak much, but his eyes say everything. He watches you more than he talks because he is trying to understand you. Your expressions, your energy, your comfort, and your world. He pays attention when you laugh, when you fall silent, when you're excited about something, and when you seem tired or upset. He notices the little things, the way you tuck your hair, your favorite snack, the songs you play on repeat, or the way your voice changes when you're hiding your emotions. It's not obsession. It's emotional curiosity mixed with admiration. He observes because he genuinely cares and wants to understand you beyond surface level. Sometimes, he watches simply because being around you brings him peace. When you speak, he listens not just to reply, but to feel closer to you. He looks at you when you aren't noticing because that's when he sees the real you, unfiltered and unguarded. This silence isn't emptiness. It's affection in its purest, most patient form. He's not rushing to charm you with words. He's learning you with intention. He wants to know your world before he enters it, but he stays quiet because he fears one thing: losing what he already has with you. He doesn't want to rush, say the wrong thing, or overwhelm you. So instead, he observes, learns, and waits. And in those quiet moments, his heart speaks louder than his voice ever could. When a man watches you more than he speaks, it's because his feelings are growing deep, and he's waiting for the perfect moment to let you know. He remembers the smallest things about you. A man who's quietly falling for you doesn't just listen, he absorbs. He remembers the tiny, everyday things most people overlook because to him, nothing about you is small. Your favorite chocolate, the way you like your tea, the story behind your childhood nickname, the exact tone your voice takes when you're trying to hide sadness. He notices it all. When someone is just casually interested, they remember the obvious. But when a man is holding deep feelings inside, his memory becomes selective in the sweetest way. Everything related to you sticks. He might remember the date you mentioned you failed a test in school and how embarrassed you were, or how you once said rainy nights make you feel peaceful. He remembers the little dream you casually shared, like wanting to learn guitar someday, and he'll bring it up again months later, surprising you. He pays attention when you say you dislike something too. If you once mentioned you hate lies or people who don't value time, he will make sure he respects those boundaries. He's not just learning your likes, he's understanding your soul. And the best part, he doesn't do it to impress you. He does it naturally. It means your words echo in his mind long after conversations end. It means he values not just who you are, but who you've been and who you want to become. This kind of attention isn't forced. It's emotional investment. His memory is his way of silently saying, "You matter to me. I see you. I'm paying attention because you're important." When a man remembers your smallest details, he's not just listening. He's feeling you, learning you, and slowly, quietly building a space for you in his heart. His eyes search for you in every room. There's a special kind of connection that doesn't need words. It shows up in the silence, in the way his eyes move the moment he walks into a place. If he has feelings for you, his instinct will always guide his gaze toward you first. It's almost unconscious, like his heart recognizes you before his mind does. No matter where you are, in a group, at a gathering, or even just walking into the same space, his first reaction is to look for you, not because he has to, but because that's where his comfort is. That's where his interest lives. Even if he tries to stay calm, avoid staring, or act casual, his eyes betray him every time. He does this because seeing you puts him at ease. Your presence lights up something inside him. Reassurance, curiosity, excitement, maybe even a quiet longing. He wants to know if you're smiling today, if you noticed him, if you're happy or distracted. You may think he's just looking around, but in reality, he's scanning for you. And when your eyes finally meet, there's that small moment, that pause, where time softens. He may look away quickly, pretending nothing happened, or he might hold the gaze just a second longer than normal. Either way, there's a silent warmth in that glance, a softness that tells a bigger story than words ever could. This act isn't about control or possessiveness. It's about emotional gravity. Something in him feels pulled toward you again and again. Even if he's trying to hide his feelings or waiting for the right time, his eyes show what his heart is quietly protecting. When his eyes search for you in every room, it's because in his world, you are the place his attention always returns to, without effort, without planning, without even realizing it. It's instinct, it's connection, it's love waiting for its moment. He shows up when you need someone, when someone truly cares for you. Even in silence, their actions speak before their words ever do. A man who's waiting for the right moment to express his feelings will consistently show up when life gets heavy for you. He may not announce it, he may not make grand gestures, but somehow, when you feel alone, overwhelmed, or unsure, he appears. You don't even need to ask. Sometimes it's a call right when you're feeling low, a message checking on you when you've gone quiet, or just his presence when you feel emotionally exhausted. He notices your energy drop before you even admit you're struggling. That's not coincidence. That's emotional instinct. He's there in the small but meaningful ways. When your day is bad, he listens without judging. When you're stressed, he offers support or comfort. When something breaks down in your world, he tries to help fix it, or at least stand beside you while you face it. He isn't just physically present, he's emotionally available. Many people show up for celebrations, but the one who shows up when you're hurting, that's someone whose heart is quietly aligned with yours. He doesn't need recognition or credit. Just being there for you feels natural to him, and he doesn't push. He doesn't try to own your problems or force advice on you. Instead, he becomes your calm, holding space for your emotions, letting you feel understood instead of alone. Why? Because caring for you is not a duty to him. It's a choice he keeps making. He may still be silent about his feelings, but support is his language, patience is his strength, and consistency is his confession. When a man shows up every time you need someone, even when you don't say it out loud, it's not just kindness. It's love in its quietest, most loyal form, waiting for its moment to speak. 5. He gets nervous around you. Without admitting why, when feelings are real, the heart reacts before the mind can hide it. A man who has deep emotions for you, but hasn't expressed them yet, often becomes unexpectedly nervous around you. Not because you intimidate him in a bad way, but because you matter to him more than anyone else. He wants to look confident, calm, and composed. But the moment you're near, his body gives him away. His voice might soften. He may fidget with his hands, fix his clothes, play with his phone, or suddenly forget how to talk smoothly. He may stumble over simple words or laugh awkwardly at things he normally wouldn't. He doesn't act like this around others, only you. That's because your presence triggers feelings he hasn't fully learned to control yet. When a man cares deeply but hasn't confessed, he worries about messing up, saying the wrong thing, or revealing too much. So he tries hard to act natural. And ironically, that's exactly what makes him nervous. He might avoid meeting your eyes for too long, then glance back quickly when you're not looking. He might get shy when you compliment him, or suddenly become extra aware of how he's standing, sitting, or breathing. Sometimes he'll overthink everything. Do I look okay? Am I talking too much? Did she notice how I stared? This nervousness isn't weakness, it's sincerity. Real emotion makes people vulnerable, and vulnerability shows in tiny, unplanned reactions. His nervous behavior is not because he lacks confidence, it's because he genuinely doesn't want to lose the chance of being important to you. When a man gets nervous around you but pretends he doesn't, it's not just attraction, it's hidden affection, fighting to stay calm until the moment feels right. He protects you in subtle ways. When a man deeply cares but hasn't confessed yet, his love shows up in quiet acts of protection. He may not say "I love you" out loud, but his actions whisper it every time he looks out for you. He notices when you're uncomfortable, when someone talks to you in a way that bothers you, or when you're walking alone at night. And without announcing it, he steps in. He won't make a big scene or act like a hero. Instead, he protects you in simple, everyday ways. He walks on the side of the road closer to traffic. He checks if you got home safely. He offers his jacket when you're cold. He stands a little closer when someone makes you uneasy. He makes sure you're not lifting heavy things alone. These aren't random gestures. They are instinctive. He doesn't do it for attention or praise. He does it because your safety brings him peace. Your comfort matters to him, even if he never says it out loud. Sometimes protection isn't physical, it's emotional. He defends you in your absence, respects your boundaries, and never lets others speak badly about you. He tries to calm your worries, give you confidence, and remind you that you deserve good things. Even in moments when he can't fix the situation, he makes sure you don't face it alone. He doesn't need credit. He doesn't tell you, "Look what I did for you." Instead, he just quietly shows up again and again, making sure the world treats you kindly. This isn't control. It's care. It's love wrapped in gentleness. A man who protects you without claiming you is a man whose heart already sees you as something precious, someone he wants to cherish and not possess until he finds the right moment to say it. He tries to understand your emotions. When a man's feelings for you are deep, he doesn't just listen to your words, he listens to your silence too. He pays attention not only to what you say, but how you feel while saying it. Instead of brushing off your emotions or calling you too sensitive, he tries to understand you on a deeper level. He watches your expressions, notices when your energy shifts, and senses when something is bothering you. Even if you haven't spoken a single word, if you suddenly get quiet, he gently checks in. If you seem upset, he wants to know why. If you're happy, he feels that happiness with you. When you laugh, he relaxes. When you're hurting, he worries. He doesn't always try to fix everything. Sometimes he just wants to be there, to listen, to sit beside you while your emotions pass. That's because he understands something important. Sometimes people don't need solutions. They just need someone who gets them. He asks how your day was, not out of routine, but out of genuine curiosity. He remembers the things that stress you, the things that comfort you, and the things that spark your joy. When you're upset, he gives you space if you need it, and support when you reach for it. He respects your feelings, even when he doesn't fully understand them yet. And the truth is, he feels your emotions more than he admits. Your sadness pulls something inside him. Your happiness lights up his world, and your silence makes him uneasy because he never wants you to feel alone. When a man goes out of his way to understand your heart, not judge it, not control it, not rush it, he's not just caring for your feelings, he's quietly protecting them. That's not just affection. That's a patient, genuine kind of love waiting for the right time to reveal itself. He waits for you to text first. Sometimes when a man has deep feelings for you but hasn't expressed them yet, communication becomes a delicate balance for him. He wants to talk to you all the time. His mind reaches for you before his phone even does. But still, he sometimes holds himself back and waits for you to text first. Not because he doesn't care, but because he's scared of coming on too strong. He wants to give you space. He doesn't want to seem clingy or desperate. He fears overwhelming you or appearing too obvious about his feelings. So he tells himself, let her text first this time. If she does, it means she wants to talk to me too. It's his quiet way of testing the connection. Not to play games, but to see if you feel the pull toward him the same way he feels it toward you. When he delays texting, he's not ignoring you. He's sitting there, probably staring at your chat window, typing and deleting, wondering, am I messaging too much? Does she think about me too? Should I wait so she doesn't get tired of me? And when you text him first, his heart lights up, even if he tries to reply casually. It reassures him. It tells him that you care too, that you're also thinking about him. That communication isn't one-sided. He's not playing hard to get. He's protecting his heart while waiting for the right moment to reveal it. He wants to talk to you every second, but his patience is his shield until he's sure you're ready to receive what his heart is quietly holding. When a man waits for your message, it's not distance. It's hope. Hope that your message will prove he's not the only one feeling something real. And every time you text him first, you make his waiting worth it. He notices changes in your mood. Immediately, when a man has deep feelings for you, even if he hasn't spoken them out loud, his heart becomes naturally tuned to your emotions. He doesn't need you to cry loudly, raise your voice, or explain every detail. One shift in your tone, one slightly forced smile, one quiet pause, and he knows something isn't right. He notices the difference between your real laughter and your polite one. He senses when you're holding back tears, even if you're smiling. He hears the tiredness in your voice, even if you say, I'm fine. Why? Because he pays attention, not out of responsibility, but out of love. Your emotions affect him more deeply than he admits. If you're sad, he feels uneasy. If you're stressed, he becomes restless. If you're quiet, his mind immediately goes to, is she okay? Did something happen? And unlike most people, he doesn't dismiss your feelings or say don't overthink. Instead, he tries to understand. He softens his tone, chooses gentle words, and gives you space or support, depending on what you need. He'll do small things to lift your mood, send you a funny message, check in more often, suggest a distraction, or simply stay by your side in silence. Because for him, your emotional comfort matters more than conversation. Most importantly, he doesn't judge your mood swings. He doesn't label you as dramatic or emotional. He sees your feelings as a part of you, and he accepts them. He may not be expressive about his own emotions, but when it comes to you, he's intuitive, present, and quietly protective. A man who notices the smallest change in your mood isn't just observing you. He's connected to you. He sees your heart, not just your face, and when your emotions shift, his heart feels it before his mind understands it. 10. He tries to impress you without making it obvious. When a man is falling for you quietly, one of the sweetest signs is the effort he makes to impress you, but in a way that looks natural, casual, and unplanned. He doesn't want to appear like he's trying too hard, yet he wants you to see his best side. So, he puts in effort disguised as just being himself. He'll fix his hair before meeting you, choose a nicer outfit than usual, or wear a fragrance you once said you liked. But he'll pretend it's all coincidence. He'll talk about achievements lightly, show you something he's good at, or subtly highlight his responsible side. He wants you to notice, but not think he's doing it for you, even though he absolutely is. He'll share stories that reflect qualities he hopes you'll admire: kindness, ambition, loyalty, humor. And when you praise him, he may smile in a calm way, but deep down he feels triumph, like, yes, she noticed. Sometimes he impresses you through actions, helping without being asked, showing reliability, being supportive in stressful moments, displaying confidence or talent naturally. He wants you to think, wow, he's amazing, without him ever saying it himself. He doesn't want to brag. He wants to earn your admiration. And the cutest part? He gets slightly awkward when you do notice. He might blush a bit, scratch his neck, look away, or act like it's nothing. But inside, he's glowing. His efforts aren't meant to show off. They're meant to show you can trust him, rely on him, and be proud of him. He wants to be someone you see as special, without needing to announce it. That's the beauty of hidden love. It's gentle, humble, and sincere. When a man tries to impress you without being obvious, it's not vanity. It's because he hopes one day you'll see him the way he already sees you, as someone worth choosing. Your happiness affects his mood when a man truly cares for you but hasn't confessed yet. Your emotions become deeply connected to his, even if he tries to hide it. He may not say the words, but your happiness has the power to lift his entire spirit, and your sadness can weigh on him more than he wants you to know. If you walk into a room smiling, his whole energy brightens. Your laughter becomes his favorite sound. Your excitement becomes contagious, and your wins feel like personal victories for him. He loves seeing you shine, because your happiness gives him a sense of comfort, pride, and peace. On the other hand, when you're upset or hurting, it affects him too. He becomes quieter, more thoughtful, and more protective. He might check on you more than usual, ask if you're okay, or try to cheer you up with little gestures, even if he doesn't know exactly how to fix things. He can't sit comfortably knowing you're in pain. Sometimes he'll carry your mood without speaking about it, pacing a little, thinking too much, or scrolling through your messages, trying to understand what changed. If someone hurts you, he feels anger. If life stresses you, he worries. If you cry, a part of him breaks quietly. This connection isn't based on convenience, it's emotional attachment. Your joy gives him comfort, and your sadness unsettles him because he genuinely wants you to feel safe, supported, and peaceful. He doesn't act like this for everyone. That's how you know it's real. He isn't trying to control your emotions. He simply feels them with you. When your happiness becomes his happiness and your pain becomes his concern, he's not just caring, he's emotionally invested. And even if he hasn't said it, his heart already chooses you every day, silently hoping one day he'll get to share that happiness by your side. He gets jealous but never shows it directly. When a man is silently in love, jealousy becomes one of his most natural, yet carefully hidden, emotions. He won't confess it, he won't make scenes, and he won't question you like he has a right to. But deep inside, the idea of someone else getting close to you stings him more than he wants to admit. He pays attention when someone compliments you, when another guy texts you, or when someone tries to make you laugh. He won't say anything, but you'll see little signs. The slight change in his tone, the way he goes quiet, the subtle tension in his eyes, or the way he suddenly becomes extra attentive to you. He might ask casually, "Who was that?" Or, "Oh, your friend," trying to sound normal, but inside he's trying to understand his place in your world. He won't stop you from talking to other people because he respects your freedom. But he can't help the small spark of insecurity that lights up inside him. Sometimes he'll go quiet for a moment after hearing another guy's name. Sometimes he'll try to act cooler, funnier, or kinder. Not to compete, but just to remind you, silently, I'm here too. And if someone shows you interest, he might pull back a little. Not because he doesn't care, but because he doesn't want to seem possessive without the right to claim anything yet. His jealousy isn't toxic. It's tender. It's not control. It's fear. Fear of losing something he hasn't even fully held yet. It's the kind of jealousy that doesn't cage you. It just quietly hopes you see his worth too. He may never say it out loud, but every time another man's name comes up, his heart whispers silently, "I hope she chooses me." And sometimes, the most beautiful love is the kind that protects your freedom while quietly praying you'll come back to it. He listens closely. Even when it's casual talk, when a man has deep feelings he hasn't confessed yet. Every word you speak matters to him, even the casual ones. You might think you're just chatting about your day, talking about a random memory, or mentioning something small in passing, but he listens as if you're sharing a secret. To him, nothing you say is just small talk. He isn't just hearing you, he's absorbing you. He pays attention to your tone, the way your eyes move when you talk, the excitement in your voice when something makes you happy, and the softness when something touches your heart. You'll notice it in the little ways. He remembers jokes you made once. He brings up things you mentioned weeks ago. He knows the names of your friends, co-workers, even your pet. He remembers your favorite food, show, song, and even your random opinions. When you speak, he's not distracted or scrolling his phone. He nods, asks questions, reacts, laughs at your stories, and sometimes just quietly looks at you. Because seeing you talk makes him feel connected to you. Even when you think you're venting about something silly, he treats it with importance. Why? Because he's trying to understand you, your passions, your fears, what excites you, what irritates you, what comforts you. And if you ever doubt whether he's listening, think about the times he remembered the tiniest thing you said long ago. That's not normal listening. That's emotional focus. That's care. He doesn't need dramatic conversations to feel close to you. Even the most ordinary talks feel special to him, because they're with you. When a man listens to your everyday words like they're precious, it's because his heart already values you deeply. And one day, all these quiet moments of listening will turn into a love confession that has been growing quietly with every conversation you shared. He talks about the future, but keeps it indirect when a man has deep feelings for you but hasn't confessed yet. His dreams quietly include you. He just doesn't say it directly. Instead, he speaks in hints, soft possibilities, and gentle future scenarios where you naturally exist beside him. You'll notice it in his words. He says, "Someday we should." Instead of "I want us to," he says, "If you're around." Instead of "when we are together," he says, "maybe in the future," because he's scared to say "our future" too soon. He'll talk about places he wants to travel, and somehow you're always part of that picture. He'll say things like, "One day, you should try that with me. Imagine us doing that someday. I hope the person I end up with likes this too." He's imagining a life with you, but he's testing the water, waiting to see if you imagine it too. He might talk about buying a home one day, starting a business, traveling the world, or the life he hopes to build. And even though he doesn't say "with you," the way he looks at you while saying it reveals everything. Why indirect? Because his heart is cautious. He doesn't want to rush you or scare you away. He wants things to grow naturally, beautifully, without pressure. He wants to be sure you feel the same before he names that future out loud. And the truth is, his future already has a space reserved for you. He just hasn't given it a label yet. His dreams are gentle, hopeful, and quietly full of you. When a man speaks about tomorrow and unknowingly puts you in it, he isn't just talking, he's planning in silence, waiting for the moment when both your hearts are ready to turn someday into together. Fifth theme, he stays close, even when he pretends to be distant. One of the most confusing yet beautiful signs of a man who is silently in love is this: he keeps his distance, but never truly leaves. It's not that he doesn't want to be close, it's that he cares too much and doesn't trust his heart not to reveal everything at once. Sometimes he steps back not because he's losing interest, but because his feelings are getting stronger. He's scared you might notice how much he cares, how much he wishes to be near you, or how deeply he's already attached. So he tries to act casual, tries to look cool, tries to pretend he's unaffected, but his presence always returns to you like a quiet gravity. He may take longer to reply sometimes, act busy, or pretend he isn't thinking about you, but then he'll suddenly check on you, like he couldn't hold the silence any longer. He withdraws with hesitation and comes back with softness. He's constantly balancing between wanting to show you love and fearing he'll show too much too soon, even in his distance. He notices you. He worries about you. He hopes you're okay. He waits for small chances to reconnect. He doesn't cut ties. He doesn't disappear. He hovers in your orbit, always close enough to care, never far enough to forget. His distance is just a pause, a breath he takes because loving you silently is both beautiful and terrifying to him. And every time he returns, even with a simple message or a small gesture, it's proof that no matter how far he tries to pull away, his heart always finds its way back to you. A man who stays close even while pretending to be distant isn't confused. He's protecting a love he isn't ready to voice yet. He's not gone. He's waiting for courage, clarity, and the right moment. The moment when silence finally turns into truth.